cover is off. This is my Audi A3 8V, imported from Japan. It was imported into the UK May 2024. I bought it in June. It's now December, so it hasn't really been in the UK for too long. So the condition underneath is still pretty good. This is my second car actually. Before I had this car, I had a very limited edition, one of one, RS6 Kia Picanto. Yep, a bit disappointing, but maybe one day I'll upgrade to a proper one, maybe. But anyway, in this video I was doing some work to my A3. I've replaced the lower arms. There was a leak in timing chain cover gasket, and I began washing the underside of the car and applying wax to protect it from any rust, to hopefully preserve the good condition underneath. I'll add some timestamps into the video, so if you're not really interested in watching me replace the arms and the gasket, you can skip straight forward to the washing and waxing. That might be a bit more interesting. So with that short little intro out the way, we'll head to the garage and begin working. So the plan is to first do the arms, do the gasket, and then take it on that ramp and wash it with hot water and some maybe snow foam. And afterwards I'll be using the BuzzWeld, which I haven't really seen many people use on YouTube, so maybe I'll be the first one on YouTube to try it. I don't know if it's any good, but it's cheap and I was able to get it relatively quick off eBay, next day delivery. So I'll send the car up and I'll show you the condition of a, what year is it? A 64 plate Audi A3 8V. Car's in the air, we've got a torch. We're underneath, and this is the condition of a 64 plate A3 from Japan. It's a bit dirty, but this will all come off. None of the bolts are rusty or anything like that. Subframe bolts, really clean. Springs, drop links there. I mean, the only bit of rust really is on the drive shaft. So when I first got the car, I'd done a full service of the engine. I'd done X service and the DSG service as well. That's a bit of a shame that I used a cheap bolt and it's gone rusty. It doesn't look the best. That one as well, yeah. Oh well. But this is the condition you get when you buy a car from Japan. I'll take the undercover off. I'll show you the engine underneath, how good that looks. Here it is. Plastic sump, not rusty, surprisingly. Ooh, I haven't had this cover off in a while, so I haven't seen the extent of my little oil leak from the top. Ooh, yeah, little drip, but that'll be washed off. Little drip there, and I believe that that's all from that rocker cover gasket, not rocker cover, timing chain cover gasket that I'll be replacing. Hopefully that will sort it, and I think it will. But this is the condition. Okay, I think we'll take the wheels off. We'll start on the lower arms, we'll replace those. I'm not sure if I'll replace the ball joints. I do have new ball joints in those arms, but It's just the rear bush makes a bit of a noise sometimes when I go over a bump or something like that. We got the wheel off, got the arch liner out, and as expected, still in very good condition. Because when I did first buy the car, I did try to do as much as I can on the driveway. Obviously I can't really do much underneath, like wash it and wax it on the driveway at home. So it's been probably 5 months since I've done this, and it looks no rust. Yeah, just a bit of dirt. That's fine. Oil leak still there. Yep. And I did have a look at this Juby clamp, and it's the nut is just spinning, and the clamp, I think the clamp's a bit loose. That's why there's a bit of oil seeping out of it. I'll get a new Juby clip at some point after I do all of this. I'll leave, get rid of that. But yeah, I'll crack on doing the arms, and I'll report back when the arms are off. Check the ball joint. Will I be replacing the ball joint? Pretty solid. A lot bigger fight to get this arm in than I thought, because this bush needs to be completely flat going in. The whole hub really gets in the way. I saw one guy actually drop the whole subframe so that the subframe has a lot more movement, but I'm not doing that. And ideally what you want to do is take the dog bone off as well, so that you've got more space to get this bolt in and out. You don't want to crack the plastic some. But hopefully I'll be able to do it without as much struggle on the other side. Fingers crossed. The inevitable happened, and as you can see, there is not enough space to clear that bolt. So I'm going to try with those two bolts out. The engine and gearbox should be able to move about a bit more, but I don't know how far I'll be able to go because of the prop shaft and space up front. So yeah, if you're doing it yourself, it's not that straightforward. I'll go for this one. As you can see, I've got all my weight on this big pry bar, and that bolt is nowhere near coming out. So what I'm going to have to do is either drop the subframe, which is pretty simple, I believe, or I can remove the gearbox mount from the top, and maybe then I'll be able to lift the gearbox up a little bit and move it to the front as well. I don't know yet. So the subframe is now loose. I've got it on the jack, and that's all it took. Just that little bit of extra space. Subframe's on. try to get it as close as possible to where it was before, so that it's not too far off. I have the very technical specifications. I'll be torquing up the subframe. I'll be using the jack, put it under here so that the bushes are at the correct angle, I guess. I'll be torquing everything up, and then we'll make our way up to the top up there somewhere, so we can sort out this nasty oil leak on the ground. I'm looking at this, and I don't know if I will be able to get some of those bolts out down there. There's one bolt down there, one bolt down there. It's very close to the engine mount. Crossing my fingers that I don't need to take it off, because I don't want to. But maybe in the next clip, the engine mount will be off. Who knows? Anyway, I'm going to start dismantling this. So, the cover is off. Timing chain guys look okay from what I can see. Looks pretty good, pretty clean. I've got the cover, I've cleaned it off a little bit. I need to take this seal out. I've got the 2 round ones, the 1 big one. If anyone is interested in purchasing it, that's the part number. I paid that much. So I have these bolts. They have a gasket on them as well. But I'm pretty sure these bolts aren't very cheap. The rubber looks fine, so that should be okay. If it's not, then we'll replace it. But I'm gonna get this gasket on there with those ones and put it back on to there. Really need something very small. I can feel it all falling down. I don't know if you can hear me, but we've got the car and the ramp back together. Hopefully there will be no more leak. So now we'll send it up and begin cleaning. Car's in the air. This is what it looks like. Took the plastic covers off underneath. Looks pretty good. Don't look at that. Could only find 3 axle stands, so I had to ignore. Yeah, it's pretty clean, other than being a bit muddy. That will all come off with the jet wash. So yeah, I'll be using this for hot water. I'll be using a different jet wash as well to spray foam everything, snow foam everything, and then I'll use a little brush and wipe everything down and rinse everything back off, and then it will be ready for the wax. spray foamed it. I'm just going to go around with a brush, brush all the loose dirt off, and then we'll go over again with the hot water. We'll wash it off, and then we'll go underneath. And I think underneath will be a good like before and after. Come with me into the swamp. I'm going to try to show you what I'm doing a bit closer, but I don't know if I'll be able to do it all at the same time. Probably not. This is the effect I was able to get with basically just hot water. I don't think I'm going to bother with the snow foam. The hot water basically got everything off. All the mud's gone. All the nasty patches are gone. So yeah, now what I'm going to do is go around with an air blower, blow as much water off as possible. Maybe get a rag or something, pat it dry or whatever. Just try and get it dry as possible. I need to get rid of the swamp, and the surrounding area is a bit wet. Yeah, fun. After blow drying, this is what we're left with. Pretty clean. Those arms look new. Anyway, now it's time for this part. I've decided to apply the BuzzWeld. It looks pretty good, I think. It'll be dripping a bit until it dries, but I think once it dries, should be fine. I'll show you how I'm doing it, but I need two hands to hold the bottle and press at the same time, so sorry. The wax is on. I applied it probably too generously. It's dripping everywhere. I'm hoping it dries. If it doesn't, then maybe it will at some point. But after the wash, you can see how clean it comes up. So I'm hoping that if I... This is how it looks after sitting overnight. A bit of excess, hasn't really dried, just dripping. But where it has dried, it's like a waxy, like a candle wax sort of effect. I mean, that's not really a big, yeah, you can see it's starting to set. I think if I let it sit a bit longer, well, it will, because I need to get the covers off and get the covers back on and get it off the ramp. I think it will be okay. I think it will do the job. I'm going to wipe all the wax off the exhaust because I don't want it to be smelling and smoking, and yeah, it looks shiny, almost like a new car. I like it. The sign, oh yeah, looks cool, looks nice. The floor's a bit like slippy. I don't know if I'll just pat the drips or leave it, because there's going to be a cover over that anyway. But I'm pretty happy with the result. Hopefully we can preserve this look for as long as possible. Well, look at the hubs. The hubs look virtually brand new. They look good. Yeah. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take these covers outside and jet wash the covers, get them ready to put back on, wheel arches, wheels back on, and the last thing I'll do, I'll probably dismantle the brakes, clean them up, because I think I got a bit of wax on the discs. It's probably not good. I can wash it off. Maybe I'll leave the calipers for a warmer day, I think, because it's currently 1 degree outside. It looks pretty good. I'm happy with the result. Whether it will last, I'm not too sure. Yeah. The effect's there, definitely. Okay. Wash the covers time, get soaking wet in the cold again. Okay, time is 3 o'clock. Spent probably 3 hours outside with the jet wash, some cleaning materials. And this is the result. Nice and clean. I was surprised that these actually came up as good as they did, because they're like fabric, and I wasn't sure if the mud will come off, but it did. I'm happy with that. The wheels look clean. I wasn't able to get everything out because I didn't want to spend hours and hours cleaning them. But now, probably a bit overkill. I'm going to go around with this ceramic coat the wheels quickly. And my plan for today was to get everything like done, including washing the car, but I don't think I'm gonna have enough time to wash the car today, because I still need to put all this back on the car, clean the brakes, clean the exhaust off, and I think by that time it's going to be dark, and I don't want to wash the car in the dark. That'll probably be a job for tomorrow. Look pretty good. So I'm going to ceramic coat the wheels. Before I put the covers on, I just wanted to show you one more time in areas it's still a bit wet, but in other areas like this, that's completely dry, this dry, and that's completely dry. I think if the weather wasn't so cold and it was a bit warmer, I think the wax would definitely set a lot better. But I think I'm hoping that over time it will cure anyway. But time will tell. Time to get the covers on. And this is the finished product. What we're left with. Let's have a look on the wheel arches. Clean, 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 clean. The front looks really good. The plastic, you can clean it up very nice. Very smart. On the other side, same story. I try to clean as much as the rust and oil off the disc as possible, and to take the carrier off and clean everything properly. So now, putting pads back in, I've got to do that on every corner. I probably should have taken the brakes off. I'll get the wheels on. I'll probably put some cardboard down on the ramp because I don't want to cover my wheels, my tyres in wax. And then in the morning, tomorrow, I can wash the exterior. And it will be fully clean, ready for